The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Well, one of the big questions in the lead-up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh, boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, popped back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta. And that was the 28-3 game, that lead that they gave up against New England. He wants to try and get a ring himself. So if at all possible, he will give it a go. Fortunately for San Francisco, he's part of a 3-man rotation at tailback that includes Matt Breida, who's a backup, and Raheem Mostert, who has just blazed through the playoffs.
You mentioned that game against New England. Of course, Kyle Shanahan was also with Atlanta. He wants to right that ship, too. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Interesting decision. I could see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
11.
They go play action here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. George Kittle, the all-pro, 85 catches, over 1,000 yards this year. Maybe the most memorable play, that face mask tugging catch in the final minute of the win in New Orleans, Charles.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it was a 4th and short. He catches the ball and continues downfield with what felt like 8 or 9 guys on top of him. But as you noted, the most important part was the face mask that was grabbed, and he just kept going. That is George Kittle. Now, he's almost been a forgotten man in the postseason because 49ers have emphasized the run game. Just 4 catches, 35 yards in 2 games. But how about the blocking? Absolutely dominating both at the point of attack and in space. Not a surprise, because he is the son of a former Big Ten offensive lineman.
On second down, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Niners 10, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 41 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hatchet, showing it.
2.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
21.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I don't think you got it, son. Sponge.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Stop your whining.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throw that set, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Here we go. Check 80.
Check 56. Here we go. Watch twist.
Alert.
Mike's 56.
Yeah, that's what I do. Bravo.
56 to Mike. 56.
Jack 16.
Bandit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyson Alualu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Daniel McCullers in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Switch. Undercross. White.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Black 80.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They start the drive with Connor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
Ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And McDonald here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
.230. Watch the run. 77. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Nick Bennett. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shift. Check 99. Check 99. Snickers. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 50. Just like that.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He wasn't ready.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They can't hang with us.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
26, Mike. 26.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 48 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Check three. Out. Hey, watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
11.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check, nickel. Check.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check pass.
They begin on the ground here with Conner. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Conner going backwards here on the first down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Double bump. 56.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
On 1st down, Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 41, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Check it back. 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The drive will start with Conner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11. 26 months.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Mark Barrett providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Here we go. Shoot. Alert flare. 11.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
4 down. 6. Rush in. 65. 26, Mike. 26.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
21.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
230. 50.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
51 got you. I got you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They will run again with Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. Hey, 21. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
It's just me and you.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.